Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, Kiea Love. And if you haven't noticed, I have been gone for a while. I think it's actually been about a good 2 weeks. If you follow me on Twitter at lady_lady89, you know that I didn't tweet at all until Tuesday, which was November the 6th, aka the election day. And yes, I did vote Team Obama. Woo, woo, woo. Um, and I'm not gonna lie. When 4 years ago, when he first ran for presidency, I was so ignorant, y'all. I swear, and I use the word loosely or lightly, whatever you want to call it. But I honestly just voted for him because he was black. I was 18. I just graduated from high school, and the first time I got a chance to vote, I got a chance to vote for a black man. So I was like, oh my god, of course. And as the years progressed, obviously I'm older, and I said at this time that I was going to actually look into it, look into the presidency, look into what he's saying, actually get to know him as a person or in a sense or him as a president and what he has done within the last 4 years and etc. And so November, I did have a big voice. I was on Twitter and I was on Facebook, and yes, I was rude in a sense to some people. Um, but I felt like if you did not vote, you don't have a say so. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if you are well and above and don't need food stamps, or if you're down and out and you're on food stamps, I feel like you should have voted. Not be I didn't even care who you voted for, but you should have voted because it's your future, it's your children, it's your family, it's your siblings, it's your future, and you should have voted. So when it came to the debate or anything of that nature on the six, I was so rude because I was like, "Don't say anything to me. We did not vote. Come on, no." But anyways, like I said, so for the last 4 years, I have actually become a big fan of Obama. For more reasons than him just being black. I feel like he opened doors for a lot of people. I feel like now, of course, it's going to be in a history book. So now, maybe in the future, we will have more Black history in the history books because we all know that we did not have much history besides Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. No, I'm not um, discrediting Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman, but I'm saying you always hear the same thing. So now, when it comes down to like Black history projects, we already know. So you're like, okay, well, let me just pick Martin Luther King and things like that. But anyway, so I feel like by him being black, yes, hopefully there will be more Black history in the history books. Another thing is the fact that he supports gay rights. I love that. I eventually intend on having children, and the fact that I can have children and know that me and my children and my spouse it will be recognized the same as heterosexuals. I love that. The fact that I can get married and have the same rights and don't have to worry about if I pass away, God forbid, for any reason. Hold on, you guys. Sorry, you guys. Hey, I got a phone call. But like I was saying, I love the fact that God forbid if I pass away or my spouse passes away, raising a child is hard. And although I don't have any children right now, but I'm just speaking in the future tense. If I was to have a child and me and my spouse, the fact that we are acknowledged now is wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand it. When I say people, I mean heterosexuals, and I'm not separating homosexual from heterosexual, but y'all will never understand that. Y'all can get pregnant anytime, any day. Y'all can run off and get married at any age, and it'll be okay. And so the fact that I want to have the same drama, people say, well, people, yeah, people talk about marriage and no, it's not as good. People think it is, but it's not the fact. The fact that I want to be able to have that option to say, if I love you, let me love you for the rest of my life. Is what I'm saying. Moving on. When it comes down to food stamps and WIC and all that stuff like that, okay, I'm on the fence because I've seen people misuse and abuse food stamps. I've seen it. I've seen people who are on food stamps and living better than me, or living better than my mother. And I'm like, what the world? What you need food stamps for? You don't even have children, or you have 5 kids and getting $600 worth of food stamps, and your kids look like what? But you're walking around here in the club every day, have phones and stuff like that. And I'm like, So I'm on the fence. And then I also see, on the other hand, people who are not on food stamps who need food stamps, or people who are on food stamps and legitimately need food stamps. And I know I probably said that wrong, even though I try to correct myself. But yeah. So um, I just feel that people needed to really think about it. It's not saying, well, the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. It, to me, it was like this. I didn't care if you were black or white. I went for the person who I connected with. Um, right now, I would consider myself as being middle class. Not rich, not poor, in the middle. And I'm not on WIC. I'm not on food stamps. I'm not on unemployment, any of that stuff. And I'm struggling. And I just felt that, okay, eventually, or one day, if I ever needed WIC, or if I ever needed food stamps, the fact that I had that option, and that's what it's really about. I felt that Obama gave or give or is giving people options to say, okay, is I don't need it or I don't need it right now, but it's good to always know the fact that I can reach out if I ever needed it and say I need food stamps, I can go get it. Mitt Romney, I just felt like he was for self. He was just for the people who already had it, and I just felt like, okay, when you realize it, all these rich people, famous people, they're pretty much finding ways to keep that money going. And kudos to you. But there's so many selfish people in the world that are wealthy people who are stealing and killing, but knowing how to cover it up with so much dirt because they can pay people off. And you have middle class and poor people who are working 9 to 5s, barely get enough to pay their rent, and you have to pay tax just like everybody else. So why separate us? You know what I'm saying? And I feel that that's the reason why Mitt Romney lost. And I felt like a lot of white people voted for Obama because of that same reason. The fact that he's giving people options, to choices to choose. And I felt like Mitt Romney was taking away options. You're right to say, okay, this and third. And I felt like he was just trying to keep the middle class, keeping the poor poor, and keeping the rich rich. And who wants to live like that? If we're supposed to be America, the land of the free, the land of opportunity, why would you vote for a person that was going to push us 50 years back? You know what I'm saying? Pretty much being in modern day slavery. Another thing I want to talk about was on Halloween. I don't know if you are on Twitter. It probably was on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, but on Twitter and Facebook, I know for a fact that it was on there. There was like a mannequin or a dummy, whatever you want to call it, of Obama and hanging on a noose. And the Shell gas station was on the background. Everybody was trying to boycott about Shell, but somebody clarified that it wasn't actually hanging at the Shell gas station. It was a truck going by, and there was more than one dummy on there hanging from a noose. But I just felt like that was ridiculous. Another one that I seen that was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It was one with Whitney Houston. A person was in a tub. The tub was like the costume. The person had on a Whitney Houston wig and all that stuff. You can obviously tell, and the person was kind of like they was knocked out. And I just felt like people. I understand Halloween is the one day out of the whole year, so you can be what you want to be. You can be a slut. You can be a doctor. You can be a Pocahontas. You can be whatever you want to be. And I just felt like that was ridiculous. And I don't even know why I brought that up, but that's something else that I'm going to talk about. But this election, I really did appreciate it, and I wasn't surprised that he won. But for like a quick second, like when I first started tuning in, Mitt Romney was winning. And well, I'm not from the South, but I'm in the South. I'm in Alabama. Yes, Alabama, redneck city. And I wasn't surprised that Mitt Romney had most of the Southern votes. But what I was proud to say that when I went and voted, I voted like around noon, like maybe 12:10, and I was the 1,026th person to vote. And I was like, wow, because the polls open at 7 and it closed at 7. And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? To see that, to know that that many people took the time to vote. And that pissed me off. It pissed me off because on my Facebook, I have friends who I know for a fact did not vote. but could post pictures about weed and how they gonna get messed up on a weekend, or how big they blunt is and stuff like that, or how pretty their hair is, how much the hair costs. You went to the club, or you can stand outside a line in the club with no clothes on, but you can't stand in line to vote for your future. That pissed me off, and I honestly felt like if you did not vote, you don't have a voice at all. Period. Some people thought I was quote unquote a bitch, but I was just speaking my mind because, and I'm pretty sure some of my friends felt like I was talking to them, and I was. Um, Not in general, but I'm talking to you. If you're on WIC, if you're on food stamps, if you're unemployed, unemployment, whatever you're on, and you didn't vote, like, come on, is that not a slap in the face? Is that not a slap in the face? You are sitting here and you're on these things. You're using the government to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Help supply you right now. Regardless if you have a job, just got a job, not doing good. You're using the government. So why not vote? Like, that was so stupid to me. And the fact that when the election was over with, you're like, "Woo, Obama! I'm about to go to the club. I'm about to smoke me a blunt for Obama. Or if Obama don't win, I'm gonna work at Magic City." And I'm like, okay, what's the point in doing that? What's the point in even saying you sound so stupid? And I was upset. I feel like if you legitimately didn't have a reason, if you legitimately did not have a way to vote, I can understand. But my thing is this: when I was leaving from voting, there was a guy, no lie, he was maybe, I give him maybe about 60 years old, and he was kind of like in a little walker, and he was walking to go vote, you guys. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? I'm young. I'm just turned 23. So me being able, this is my second time voting, and both times voted for a black president. This man is 60. This man has lived 6 decades, and he's, for the last 4 years of his life, he's had a black president. And he can wake up in the morning and get up there and vote. And you can't, and you're my age or a little older. And what is your reason? The polls was open from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, and you telling me that you couldn't take out your precious time to go do something. If you don't have any kids, if you're not working, you had no reason to why you did not go vote. Point blank, period. I don't care what you might say. You forgot. I was tired. No. Because you wasn't tired when you can go to the club. You can go out Friday, get drunk, go out Saturday, get drunk, and sleep on a Sunday. Don't do nothing on Monday, but you can't vote on Tuesday. Like, are you serious? And then you're not even in school. And then the fact that Mitt Romney could have won. He could have won, and you would have been looking, how stupid. So yeah, I felt like you didn't have a say so, and I was being so serious. And like I said, I was a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, but it pissed me off. That really, really got under my skin. My mom went to work at 6, got off at 6, and had the time to go vote. You had until 7 in the afternoon at Alabama State. They were carpooling. You had no reason. You had no reason. If you have one friend who has a car, or if you have a mother, a sister, a brother, whoever, if you had one person in your life you knew had a car, come on, you could have went and voted. I don't want to hear I wasn't registered because you had all year to register. If you already voted, all you had to do was, your name was already on there. All you had to do is just say my name was such and such, and they was gonna find your name, give you a little slip, a pen, you vote, and you get your I vote sticker. So that was really no excuse. And honestly, even now, after the election, even though Obama won, I still say that you don't have a say so. That is just me. I don't care if you watched all the elections. I don't care if you made a little post. I don't care. If you did not vote, I'm sorry. You don't have a say so. Boop. I'm so serious. You don't have a say so. Because it's sad. It's really sad. And like I said before, 4 years ago, I didn't care. Obama could have been whatever. He could have been. I don't care. I voted for him just because he was black. And like I said, and I felt bad because of that. Because I was like, oh my God, I don't know nothing about this man. This man could bring us straight to bring us straight to hell. And I voted for him just because he was black. So I took the time out and I actually voted and I actually did it, and I'm happy. I feel good. The fact that women, okay, this is the reason why I feel so good. one, I'm a black woman. We have a black president. Secondly, I'm a woman, and not that long ago we wasn't able to vote or we wasn't taken seriously. So the fact that I voted and was able to, my voice was heard. Oh, I love it. And then the fact that I am African American, I am a gay woman. So the fact that I'm voting for a person who supports all three, that's giving me a choice. Are you serious? Of course I'm gonna vote. Of course I'm gonna vote for Obama. My reason for voting for him could be your reason for not voting for him. You may be against um, gay and lesbians. You can be racist, or you may feel like women don't have a voice. But guess what? I voted. I have a voice, and Obama won. Whoop, 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 whoop. But anyway, that ends this video. Not very long. Just wanted to talk about the election and Halloween because I was going out and I couldn't talk at all. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.